Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Not hope, not wish, not idle daydreams. Desire, a burning, consuming fire that will not let you sleep, that will not let you rest, that forces you to rise long before the world wakes and continue long after the world surrenders to fatigue. Every fortune ever built, every empire ever erected, every miracle of invention that reshaped the destiny of mankind began as a single spark in the furnace of someone's mind. Thomas Edison did not stumble upon the light bulb because he merely thought it would be nice to have one. He labored through over 10,000 failures because the fire inside him burned hotter than any obstacle before him. Andrew Carnegie did not climb from poverty to dominate an industry because he casually entertained the idea. He was possessed by the vision of steel cities rising from the date, and that vision would not leave him until it became reality. Walt Disney did not imagine castles and kingdoms because he wanted amusement. He saw a dream so vivid that even bankruptcy, rejection, and ridicule could not extinguish it. What about you? What burns inside you so fiercely that nothing can kill it? What dream keeps tapping at your soul when you try to ignore it? Understand this. Life will never hand you greatness for simply wanting it. It demands proof of your obsession. It demands evidence of your hunger. And the world is a cool way of testing whether your desire is real, by throwing every delay, every doubt, every difficulty in your path. That is a secret most never understand. Obstacles are not there to destroy you. They are there to measure the strength of your desire. If you quit at the first rejection, if you fold at the first sign of discomfort, then your dream was never desire at all. It was just a passing wish. Burning desire reveals itself only through persistence, through resilience, through your refusal to let go when logic says you should walk away. Think of Henry Ford. The world mocked him for insisting he could build a car affordable to the masses. They called it impossible. Engineers told him the V8 engine design could not exist. But Ford demanded they keep working, keep trying, keep building, until the impossible became reality. Why? Because his desire was not negotiable. His desire did not care for the world's opinion. His desire did not accept defeat. This is a truth. Every dream has a price, and the currency is burning desire. It is a willingness to sacrifice comfort, to endure criticism, to walk alone in the darkness with nothing but your vision as your light. Most people never pay the price. They want success, but only if it comes conveniently. They want wealth, but only if it doesn't demand their evenings, their mornings, their weekends, their comfort. They want greatness, but they also want safety. And so they live in the limbo of mediocrity, wanting everything, but desiring nothing enough to pursue it relentlessly. You must ask yourself, do you truly desire it, or do you simply wish for it? Because wishing waits. Desire acts. Wishing hopes. Desire creates. Wishing looks at circumstances. Desire shapes them. Wishing accepts reality. Desire bends reality to its will. Burning desire is not a soft flame. It is a wildfire. It consumes every excuse, every fear, every hesitation. It does not tolerate delay. It demands movement. It demands growth. And once it is awakened inside you, nothing can silence it until it is satisfied. If you are listening to this, it means something inside you has been stirring, something calling you to rise above where you are now. Do not ignore it. Do not suppress it. The greatest tragedy is not failure, but the death of a dream because it was smothered by doubt and fear before it even had a chance to breathe. Your future is not waiting for luck. It is waiting for you to decide. Decide that your desire is not just a wish, but a command. Decide that you will not rest until the vision in your mind is a reality in your hands. Decide that you will endure every rejection, every failure, every delay, because none of it can outlast a fire inside you. That is the power of burning desire. It is the birthplace of destiny. Once desire is ignited, the next enemy you will face is doubt. Doubt is a thief of destiny. It creeps into the cracks of your mind and whispers that you are not worthy, that your vision is too big, that the world will never allow it. And if you entertain that whisper, if you give it oxygen, the flame of your desire begins to flicker. But here's a secret the greats understood. Doubt is powerless against clarity. A burning desire without a clear vision becomes scattered energy. It is a fire without direction, a storm without form. But when you combine desire with clarity, when you write your dream in such detail that you can see it, touch it, smell it in your imagination, doubt cannot survive. Think of Napoleon Hill himself, the man who spent decades interviewing the most powerful minds of his generation: Carnegie, Rockefeller, Edison, Ford. He discovered that every one of them had this in common. They did not simply desire success. They built a crystal-clear blueprint in their minds before the world ever saw it. They were architects of their own destiny, long before the first stone was ever laid. Carnegie saw an empire of steel long before factories roared with molten fire. Edison saw entire cities lit by electricity when the world still stumbled in darkness. Disney saw families gathering in a magical kingdom when all he had was a sketch and a dream. They did not wait for evidence. They created the evidence in their imagination first, and then they worked relentlessly until the physical matched the mental. Do you see the difference? Most people live by sight. They wait to see before they believe. The uncommon ones, the ones who change history, believe before they see. They hold a vision so vividly in their mind that the world eventually bends to match it. Your mind is a workshop of your future. Whatever picture you allow it to hold with intensity and emotion will, over time, carve itself into reality. That is not superstition. That is the law of creation. The universe responds to the mind that refuses to release its vision. But clarity is not only about seeing what you want, it is about deciding what you will sacrifice to achieve it. Every burning desire demands a price. If you crave financial freedom, you must be willing to study, to discipline your spending, to invest when others consume. If you crave mastery, you must be willing to practice long after excitement fades. If you crave impact, you must be willing to face rejection, criticism, and even ridicule. Ask yourself now, what are you willing to give up to have the life you say you desire? Because if you are not willing to give, then you do not truly desire. You merely wish. The man who wants comfort more than he wants greatness will always choose a couch over grind. The woman who wants approval more than achievement will always silence her vision to keep others pleased. But the one who is willing to let go of comfort, who is willing to be misunderstood, who is willing to stand alone, that is the one who commands destiny. Burning desire does not ask permission. It does not seek validation. It does not beg for support. It moves forward with or without applause. It declares, "This is who I will become, and nothing will stop me." You must train your mind every day to reinforce this clarity. Write your goal. Speak it aloud. See it in your imagination. Obsess over it until it becomes real in your subconscious. This is not daydreaming. This is programming. Your subconscious mind is a servant. Whatever command you feed it with emotion and repetition, it accepts as reality. And once it accepts it, it goes to work silently, relentlessly, drawing opportunities, ideas, and people into your path. This is why so few ever rise. They allow their subconscious to be programmed by fear, by doubt, by the noise of the world. They rehearse failure in their mind until failure becomes their destiny. You must reverse this. You must become the master of the inner picture. Because when your vision is clear, your desire becomes unstoppable. Clarity transforms doubt into determination. It transforms fear into focus. It transforms delay into discipline. Remember this, the world is not moved by vague intentions. It is moved by those who see the invisible so vividly that others begin to believe in it too. Your clarity will awaken belief in others. Your conviction will ignite conviction in them. And soon, what began as a fire in your own heart becomes a blaze that lights the path for many. The fire of burning desire is not meant to stay hidden. It is meant to expand, to consume, to inspire. But it begins with you, with your mind, your clarity, your vision. Hold it, guard it, feed it, and it will grow into something the world cannot ignore.